long time, I know, but I'm back. This one is for the quintessential bread of choice. We're talking tiger bread. Or for the American viewers out there, Dutch crunch bread. Simple ingredients, fresh, some water, that's about your body temperature, so 37 centigrade, 100 Fahrenheit, that sort of temperature. Some caster sugar, you don't need a lot, but that's just to give the yeast something to feed off. Some salt, again not much. The main requisite is bread flour and rice flour. That's for later on. Bowl and an ounce of this stuff. Now you'll notice it's clay-like, kind of smells like an old bar, and I'm going to add about 50 grams of water. I don't want much. That'll do. And about a teaspoon of caster sugar. Now, not much. I just want to give the yeast something to feed off. It's not meant to be a sweet bread. Take it off the scale and give it a whisk. Well, maybe about 10 minutes just to make sure it sits and see if the yeast is active. Hello and welcome back. Now, as you can see, the yeast is bubbling up quite nicely. That's what it should look like. So I know the yeast is somewhat active. So it's time to pour in some more water. Pinch of salt and flour. Now, the thing with making bread is it should be done by feel. Okay, never judge it by weight. Wooden spoon, and I am going to put in about a pound of flour to start with. Okay. But then I'll add, if it's not enough, 454 grams of bread flour, and we'll go from here. Should be able to pull away from the sides of the bowl, not being too dry. That's what you're looking for. Now, light dusting of flour. You don't want to add too much more to the mixture. Lightly dust the top with flour. And roll. And gently knead for about 4 minutes. Should explain, by the way, what kneading means. Palm of the hand in, fold over. Okay. I'll show you again. To knead, palm of the hand in, fold over. Tiny bit of sunflower oil. This is not to add any flavour to the dough. This is just to make sure that it doesn't stick in the bowl. In there, leave in a warm spot with a dry, clean tea towel for, because it's fresh yeast, an hour to an hour and a half. If you're using dried, you'll be looking at near 2–2.5 hours. It has been about an hour and 10 minutes. That has more than doubled in size. That is what we call results. So now, first things first, lightly flour the surface. A couple of light punches to knock the air out. That is actually how you do it. And then take this wonderful Make sure the oil is made sure it hasn't stuck got to the very end. I'm going to use my bench scraper as well, just to bread tin. Fold it in. Put the flour in the hands. Squash it down and compress lightly. Don't go too much, but you've got to make sure it fills the tray. That goes to rest for 30 minutes. So, what I've now got is more of the water, and I'm going to want 100 gram of rice flour. 100 grams, 4 ounces. This, well, 101. This is going to be used to make the topping. Same weight. Half an ounce of yeast. Now I'm going to use a lot of the smaller fragments because they will dissolve a little easier. Now this needs to be whisked up once again. Because this is the topping. Now, what happens is this. Okay? The topping, because it's rice flour, it doesn't have any gluten in. So when the bread bakes, it expands, but that can't expand, so it cracks on the top. See how much it was in 10 minutes? Okay, that's just to form it. Now what we need to do is get the oven, gas mark 7. Right. I've also got a pan of water in the oven, bottom shelf. Give it 10 minutes to heat up. And now we grab a spoon and we put on this paste of a mixture without wanting to deflate the dough. So be very gentle. You don't want too thick a layer. Okay, this is about an ideal layer. Contrary to popular belief, a thick layer will not do your bread any favours. A thin layer would work better. There we are. Give it about 5-10 minutes just to set and rest. Right, now the oven is up to temperature. This goes into the top shelf of the oven, 30 to 35 minutes. Okay. The way to tell if that is done is if you knock the bottom or the top of it, it sounds hollow. If it does that, it's done. Whoa! Ho ho! Zoom in! Zoom in! Oh, please. That is done. 10 minutes on a rack to cool. Get it out there. And then serve. Right, that's the tiger bread. It's just about cooled. It's still a little warmer than I like. You hear that crispy crunch? That's what it should sound like. That's the texture of the book. That's the texture of the bread. For the sake of testing, now you know why I love tiger bread. This needs some bacon. I've been Alan D. Colin Bunyan, aka Jack Amnesiac. Take it easy and I'll see you next time.